group now. They've been dubbed by Homeland Security as radical militants, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, the Friends of the Park. So look for that new terrorist acronym there, FOTP. Yes, the American government, the first to bring you ISIS. Ooh, it's scary. Is. Yes, now we bring you FOTP. Well, in an effort to head off a potential lawsuit, the Illinois General Assembly last month passed legislation clarifying that the library and other planned projects, the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art, could be built on parkland or the city's lakefront. Now, shut up, you whiners. Right. That's what it is.
Power tends to corrupt. Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
We know. Yeah. Well, Mayor Raheem Emanuel, yes, who served as Obama's first White House chief of staff, of course, called Chicago the, quote, rightful place for the library. The Obama Presidential Library is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that will bring tremendous... Why am I still going on about this crap? He can't read. Moving on, the stories today.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's take... Agreed to donate the land to be used. Teen's family wants the Wisconsin officer who shot fatally somebody charged. It's a true story here. I'm not making it up. They actually want him charged because, of course, he shot a teen, and it's time to charge him. Damn it!
Yes.
Where the hell is Marilyn Mosby? Oh, wait. The mousy. Yes, not mouthy. Mousy little woman. Oh, she had to recuse herself because of too many, what did Crash say last week? Conflicts of interest. I could just see them at the dinner table that night.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, well, you made your point. You got it on camera. You've got 250,000 more Twitter followers. Shut the hell up and move it on. Yes, well, the legal fate of a Wisconsin police officer could be determined today when the Dane County prosecutor reveals whether charges will be filed in the fatal shooting of an unarmed biracial teen. See? Not an unarmed black boy, it's biracial teen. Is that like Ovaltine?
Yes.
Well, I'm sort of chocolatey brown, but I'm also light too. Well, Madison police officer Matt Kenny fatally shot Tony Robinson, 19, after responding to a 911 call on March 6th, setting off a series of nonviolent protests. Well, just wait. They need to sell their Nikes. Come on. The shooting came just days after the U.S. Justice Department issued a report accusing a police force in Ferguson, Missouri, of a pattern of racial profiling and discrimination. Although in this case, he's biracial, so no problem. No. Biracial, is that... No, that's more of a sex term, isn't it? Well, I like white girls and I like black girls. Well, Police Chief Mike Koval said the tragedy unfolded with Kenny among other officers who responded to a complaint that someone had been jumping in front of cars and attacking people. Kenny pursued Robinson to an apartment, heard commotion inside, and went in, Koval said. Koval said Robinson attacked Kenny, who shot him in the head, torso, and right arm. Kenny's lawyer, Jim Palmer, said Kenny was punched in the head and suffered a concussion. Equal and opposing force. Yeah. Well, Turin Carter, Robinson's uncle, urged calm in the days after the shooting. We want no further tension with police officers because this was an individual act, he said. I trust Wisconsin in the way we're handling the investigation. Wow, geez, some sense of normalcy from the Wisconsin state. There you go. We not all crazy and fired up over a KFC.
It's not fucking fun.
Well, I'm expecting a non-indictment, but I'm still hoping for justice, Carter told CNN on Today. On Today. Yeah. Well, he declined to give his opinion on what happened, but I think it's a reasonable person can look at the situation and say that there's enough uncertainty that this is something that should go to trial. Well, having been formally trained as a police officer, I can say you're absolutely freaking right. Robinson had recently begun serving 3 years on probation after pleading guilty in October to armed robbery. Kenny shot and killed another suspect 8 years ago in what Koval described as a "go ahead, make my day" case. Do you feel lucky, punk?
Yes.
Well, reconciliation cannot begin without my stating, "I am sorry," and I don't think I can say this enough. I am sorry, Koval wrote. I hope that with time, Tony's family and friends can search their hearts and render some measure of forgiveness. He wasn't black after all, he was biracial. Yes, and finally today, we bring you the story of the century.
Yes.
It is. I don't even know what the hell to make of this. It's kind of like one of those, are you freaking kidding me? Really? We got to do this because somebody's got something up their ass? What the hell?
It's just life, and I love doing it. I love doing these kind of stories anyway.
Well, I sure as hell don't.
Yes.
But it is my duty. I must move on.
The music is fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to hear it.
Oh, is there music with the lights? Is there? Yeah? Well, officials in Vienna are hoping new pedestrian crossing lights will make pedestrians and drivers look twice. Oh, yeah. Dozens of pedestrian crossing lights in the heart of Vienna, Austria now feature, get this, not kidding, not a joke, real story, right here, I want to die. Yes, the new crossing lights now feature same-sex couples. Yes, they turn green for go and red for stop.
Yeah.
The couples have hearts floating above their heads, stamped from their chests. The campaign is mainly targeted at raising awareness for traffic safety. Andreas Bauer, a press officer for the city of Vienna, told NBC News. Bauer said the lights were also changed from the gender-neutral figures to mark the annual Eurovision Song Contest, which has a large LGBTQ following. And, of course, we would be remiss if we didn't mention the upcoming AIDS charity Life Ball in Vienna.
Yes.
Yes. Officials hope that the traffic signals will present Vienna as an open-minded city to reduce injuries at pedestrian crossings. Nearly 40 countries participate in the Eurovision Song Contest each year. Last year's winner was Conchita Wurst, a bearded transgender artist from Austria. And man, I am sad I missed that show. Really? Come see the bearded lady.
Yes.
Well, Deputy Mayor Maria Vasilicu said that the city is planning on monitoring the effectiveness of the traffic lights, NBC reported. I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say that these traffic lights are going to cause more accidents because, of course, you know how we all are in our cars.
Yes.
You know, with driving along and you see an accident, you slow down, you look.
Yes. No.
You look. Yes, you do. He totally looks.
Yes.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Morgan. You don't drive yourself. You got somebody driving your Miss Daisy around.
It's not fucking funny.
Yeah, now you're the old white bitch. Yeah.
Are you people fucking retarded? That's not a rhetorical question. Newsflash, you stupid cocks. I do not give a flying fuck.
Okay. All right, well, that's good to know, Morgan, and we'll look forward to seeing you here tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, gang, that is all the time we got for today on Coffee and Cigarettes, HTLA Radio 1, New York's best talk. But hey, have no fear, tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, Straight Talk with Kate and Crash. That's right. Kate comes and brings a good show, and I go and destroy it. Yeah. Yeah, so look forward to missing that one tonight. I want to thank Louis Lawless from Millbay Studios in beautiful Millbay, British Columbia for coming by here today. I appreciate it, my friend.
You being Catholic, you realize that you can't have birth control. You realize that?
Yeah, but it feels weird. Also, once again, thank you to the one, the only Gilbert Gottfried for being on the show again today.
Thank you for listening and support the show for the love of God.
Yes, and of course, thank you again. There's just no words I can express for you for being here today, Morgan. Thank you.
Fine. Okay, no worries.
All right, no lawsuits, right? Morgan?
No.
Okay, good. All right. Well, listen, to all the listeners out there, Spreaker, iHeart, iTunes, Podcast Fun, all that good stuff, thanks for listening today. We'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the Wednesday Grinder, Coffee and Cigarettes, 3 p.m. Eastern. We will catch you then. Have a great day. Oh, yeah. There you go. There it is. Man, that was a little bit of bass overload there. But hey, you know, when you're thumping it like we's thumping it, we be thumping it, yo. Use can't help. I don't know. I can't speak Ebonics. Don't talk to me about that. It's 3 o'clock. It's time for Coffee and Cigarettes, your Wednesday Grinder on HTLA Radio 1. New York's best talk, that's right, for this Wednesday, the 13th of May, 2015. We got a show for you today, don't we? I think we got a show for you today. Let's see, what have I got in the old bag of tricks here today for a show? Oh, there it is. Well, today on the big show, hey, we're going to tell you about the North Korean minister who was executed today for disloyalty to Kim Jong-un. Yeah, that should be fun. Also, rescue teams find the 7th fatality in the Amtrak derailment wreckage as the Northeast lawmakers, of course, react. Oh, yes, you can bet there's going to be all new kinds of, I don't know, Senate hearings that'll cost millions of dollars to go, well, them tracks is old. Yeah. And also, we'll tell you about the guy who sneezes out a toy that has been stuck in his nose for 44 years. And hey, how about the man who pleads guilty to giving a deadly wedgie? Yeah, we got that today. And hey, if it's not enough for you, we've also got a story about a hearse with a flag-draped coffin in it, left in a parking lot while they went to get lunch or something. Yeah. Also got terrorism news. Gunmen killed 45 in an attack on a Shiite minority in Pakistan. Oh, yes. We got all that and so much more today. So, hey, come on in and grab a cup, have a seat, light one up. It's coffee time. Yes, it is. It is coffee time. Indeed. Indeed it is. 3:03 p.m. in New York City right now, where it is 70 degrees on the button in Central Park. Yeah, sunny with cloudy periods. And it's, who cares? It's 70 on the button. Yeah. So welcome to the big show today. It's good to have you here. I'd like to say special greetings, shout-outs, salutations, all that good stuff. All kinds of stuff. The one, the only Pauly B from Shooting the Shit with Pauly B is in the Spreaker.com chat room today. If you're not, you should get your butt on over here. Go to Spreaker.com and put in the letters HTLA in the search bar, and yeah, you'll find us. And also, we got to do some other shout-outs there. Mr. David Caruso, yes, the good old CSI Miami man himself. He'd be listening in today. Nice to see you, David. And, hey, don't forget to email us, producer at HTLARadio1.com. And we'll get you on there on Straight Talk, talking about that, pretty fabulous photography you do. You bet. Well, let's see. I guess I have to do the obligatories. Yes, the obligatories, including the one, the only former social media goddess, Jenny McCartney. In the booth today, pushing those buttons, making the show go as she does so well every day. Yes. Well, we used to have that guy, Mark Keeler. He used to do that for us, and he screwed up one too many times, and he's gone. And we got Jenny, and she's only screwed up, I think, twice. Is it twice since you've been here? Yeah, only twice. But it's okay. She's here. She's pushing the buttons, making the show go like she always does. Of course, on the 2442 PreSonus digital broadcast mixer for anything. If you guys are out there into audio at all, professional audio, you already know. You don't need me telling you. But hey, get on over to PreSonus.com and check out what they got. Also, this show is brought to you, of course, by the fine folks at Tim Hortons, New York City, now with 8 fine locations in that city to serve your coffee and baked goods needs. And I know they serve my coffee needs every day. And I don't go for the baked goods because, being a radio host, it's not a very active life. You're in the chair for 20 hours a day. So, if I had a donut, yeah, I'd be just like Rush Limbaugh. Wait a minute. He's a radio host. See? Right there. Proof. Rush Limbaugh. Stay away from the baked goods if you are in radio. There you go. Now, moving on now, we got to introduce the fine co-hosts on the show that we have every day. First coming to us, of course, live from Mill Bay Studios in beautiful Mill Bay, British Columbia, Canada, working on the TV and the film and stuff. It's the one, the only Academy Award-nominated director. Actually, the big nomination was for the documentary Manson back in, I think, 1972. Louis, was that you there?
We were 5 steps away from winning the Academy Award.
Right.
And we didn't.
Right. But it was for, Manson and stuff. Yeah.
He called me, and he called me. He kept calling me, and I wouldn't answer the phone.
Louis, we're actually live now.
It's just life, and I love doing it. I love doing these kind of stories anyway.
Okay, good. That's much better.
It's about fucking time. Move on.
Okay, all right. Well, moving on, of course, today we've also got the one, the only Gilbert Gottfried from about 8 blocks down the street here from Studio 2. Yes, okay. You are there indeed, yes.
What the fuck? I'm ready.
That's good. You say that, but of course, we haven't introduced Morgan yet.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess we got to do that, don't we?
Yeah.
Yes, coming to us from his lovely home somewhere in Tennessee, because he won't let us tell you where. Of course, the one, the only Morgan Freeman, and one, are you there? And 2, are you in a better mood?
Newsflash, you stupid cocks. Tie yourself down to whatever chair you're sitting in, because this is going to be a rough fucking ride.
I guess it was too much to ask.
Yes.
Was it too much to ask, Morgan? No.
No.
No, yeah, it was.
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
Yeah, see?
No.
No. Yeah, it was.
Yes.
Oh. God, just work with me, man. Come on.
Yes.
It was totally... Yes. Well, moving on to the big show today, our first item up for bids on the news story is absolutely wrong. It's, of course, the report out of North Korea today about a senior minister executed for disloyalty to Kim. Yes, North Korea's defense minister, Hyung Jong-kol, has apparently been executed, possibly by anti-aircraft fire. Yes, for disloyalty, of course, to the country's leader, Kim Jong-un. Yes, South Korea's Yonnap news agency reported today. The state-run news service cited South Korea's spy agency, the National Intelligence Service. Hey, that's a good name for a spy agency. I like that. Well, the information related to North Korea is highly secretive country, ostracized by the West for its nuclear weapons ambitions, and erratic political behavior is extremely difficult to independently confirm. The NIS said that the immediate cause of Hyun's killing was that the chief of North Korea's People's Armed Forces, 66 years old, may have been attempting to start a rebellion against North Korea's reclusive young leader. The NIS didn't specify how it obtained the information. Kim is thought to have been behind a number of high-profile purges in top North Korean officials in recent times, including notably his uncle Jang Song-thaek, killed in 2013 for alleged treason. I've got a funny feeling that this information actually came from, what the hell's his name? I don't know. The Ricky Bobby guy. Yeah. Will something.
Yes.
I keep wanting to say Will Smith, but he's black. It's not gonna...
It's not fucking funny.
Well, Yonhap reported Hyun was seen dozing off during a recent military event he presided over by Kim, and that Hyun had several occasions challenged by the young ruler's authority. Kim is around 32 years of age, although that too has not been verified. The NIS has claimed that Hyun was executed by firing squad using an anti-aircraft gun in front of hundreds of people at a military school in the North Korean capital of Pyongyang, likely around April 30th, would be consistent with other reports of exceptionally brutal executions ordered by Kim. South Korea's government has previously said that dozens of North Korean officials have been executed, many by machine gun. Ko Yu-won, a North Korea expert at Dongguk University in Seoul, Dongguk. It's like they named that after the American, slang.
Yes.
Now look, I see a bunch of Dongguk in the bush. Yes, well, that Korean expert there in Dongguk University in Seoul told the Associated Press today that Kim appears to be using purges to keep military old guard in check because they pose the only plausible threat to his rule. Well, I don't know. I think when you're parading around a bunch of cardboard trucks... I think that could be a problem.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
No, really?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, getting back to stateside here, we got some more serious news, of course, which, of course, I'm going to screw. Yes, rescue teams find the 7th fatality in the Amtrak wreckage today. In Philadelphia, first responders combing the wreckage of the derailed Amtrak passenger train in Philadelphia on Wednesday found another body, raising the death toll to at least 7 killed, according to a Philadelphia fire official. Amtrak's Northeast Regional Train 188 from Washington, D.C. to New York City was carrying 238 passengers and 5 crew members when it left the track soon after 9 p.m. Tuesday night. throwing all 7 cars into disarray along a busy New York-Philadelphia corridor. Robert Sumwalt with the National Transportation Safety Board said Wednesday that first responders were still on the scene, carefully examining the equipment to see if there is anyone else in the rail cars. The teams were using cranes and hydraulic jaws to pull apart the twisted metal to get access to the cars. The 7th body was found in twisted, shattered cars along a stretch of track in Philadelphia, the fire official said. Mayor Michael Nutter, speaking to reporters, said it would take some time to get a full accounting of who was on the train, as officials go through the tedious process of trying to match the Amtrak passenger manifest with people taken to hospitals. I, for one, hope Arnold Schwarzenegger was aboard.
Oh, can we cuss? Can I cuss as I always do on the show?
No. No, we're not going there, Louis. Sorry, that's just too effing bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You bet.
No.
Oh yeah, no cussing. Yeah.
Double fucking news flash. I do not give a flying fuck.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now that we've got that cleared up,
Yes.
Nutter noted that even the manifest is not definitive because some people may have been failed to board the train even though they had a ticket. Among the dead was Jim Gaines, a 48-year-old Associated Press video software architect, the news agency said. Gaines had attended meetings in Washington and was returning home to Plainsboro, New Jersey. His death was confirmed by his wife, Jacqueline. On Twitter, the U.S. Naval Academy said that one of its midshipmen, not identified, was also among those who died in the crash. Rachel Jacobs, the CEO of an online education consulting firm, Apronet, has been missing since Tuesday night. Carl Okamoto, a Drexel law professor who founded the company, said Jacobs left a meeting with the intent to board the train. As of this point, no one has heard from her. Okamoto said in an email, he said Jacobs uses a 10-trip ticket, which means there's no record of her being on the train until the conductor scans her ticket on board. He said Jacobs lives in Manhattan with her husband and 2-year-old son, and we are all very frustrated by the lack of information, he said. Well, have no fear. Just tune in here. You'll get it all. Yeah. Well, in a tweet, the company said, "Thank you for your thoughts and prayers for our CEO, Rachel Jacobs. We are looking for Rachel and hope she will be with her family soon and not a red mist." Herbert Cushing, chief medical officer at Temple University Hospital, said the 6th victim whose name was being withheld, President Obama, died of massive chest injuries. At least 8 others are still in critical condition at this time. Well, the Amtrak has set up a hotline, of course, 1-800-523-9101 for family and friends of passengers. This is the Amtrak family. We are very saddened by what has occurred, and Anthony Kosika of Amtrak said today. Cushing, maybe many of the injured came into the 3 Philadelphia area hospitals on their own, but many did not have serious injuries, he said. About 25 people out of 54 admitted at Temple were still being treated. National Transportation Safety Board arrived in full force Wednesday with teams including experts in rail, signaling, and human performance to try and find out what happened. See, I told you Schwarzenegger was in the wreck. Now we're here to judge the human performance.
Yes.
We give Conan a 2.1. Yeah. How about that Arnold Strong? Yeah. Oh, well, that's sad news indeed.
Yes.
I mean, you don't want to joke about stuff like that.
Yes.
You know, it's just not effing funny.
It's not fucking funny.
No. Well,
We hugged in the elevator.
right.
And I still have an erection.
Yes. Oh, Gilbert, you're just something amazing, you know?
Now, I remember sitting next to you on a plane.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and I was flying out to L.A. to audition for some movie that I didn't get.
Right.
Which was fine. Because I remember I was reading the script,
Right.
And you said to me, "Oh, what are you reading?" And I said, "Oh, it's some John Travolta comedy called The Expert."
Right.
And it's about two young hip Americans who get kidnapped by Russian spies to teach them how to act like young hip Americans. And you, being a fortune teller, said, "Oh, that sounds like a piece of shit."
Well, come on. I mean, hey, wasn't I right? Yeah. Of course I was.
Yes.
What do you want? I mean, you know, as soon as you said Travolta, I was, you know. That's true. Well, hey, we're going to go for our first commercial break, but never fear. When we come back, I'm going to tell you about, I guess the funny side of the derailment, which is, of course, the government's reaction. Yes. So don't go anywhere, gang. We'll be back in 2.
You've got it locked to HTLA Radio 1, New York.
What if there was a coffee that was sourced from some of the world's most renowned growing regions, abundant with rich, fertile soil? What if this coffee was picked at the perfect moment, then packed meticulously and shipped carefully to be roasted under the watchful eye of coffee masters? What if it was expertly blended, ground, and sealed, ensuring maximum flavor and freshness, then brewed in small batches and always served fresh within 20 minutes, just the way you like it? Now, what if this coffee just happened to be the coffee you already know and love? Tim Hortons. Always fresh. Always great tasting coffee.
Man, I've been to a lot of places over these past 50 years. Seen the whole true north strong and free. 'Cause I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Cooksville, Stouffville, Bainesville, Bowmanville, Bonnieville, Unionville, Oakville, Dunville, Brockville, Boucherville, Melville, Drummondville, Kentville, Grenville, Morinville, Maryville, Parksville, Stephenville, Sackville, Spring Hill, Westville, Walkerville, hanging on a windowsill. Hey! He said, "Wow, that's a lot of places." I said, "Hang on, there's more." I've been to Moncton, Picton, Shannon, Vernon, Stellarton, Hamilton, Nipigon, Nobleton, Yorkton, Brighton, Bolton, Beaverton, Brandon, Edmonton, Walkerton, Wyerton, Granby, Miramichi, Charlottetown, Burnaby, Yellowknife, Whitehorse, Corner Brook, Nunavut. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. I crossed the prairies bare, man. I breathed the mountain air. I've traveled, I've done my share, man. I've been everywhere, man. Check it out. Ottawa, Wawa, Mattawa, Chippewa, Moose Jaw, Oshawa.
Some said the U.S. has lost its innovative power. We said America is lighting the way as the innovation nation. Singular insights, superior execution. That's the power of global connections. Bank of America, Merrill Lynch. Voted top global research firm 2011, 12, and 13.
Hi, I'm Mike, founder of DollarShaveClub.com. What is DollarShaveClub.com? Well, for $1 a month, we send high-quality razors right to your door. Yeah, $1. Are the blades any good? No. Our blades are f***ing great. Each razor has stainless steel blades, an aloe vera lubricating strip, and a pivot head. It's so gentle a toddler could use it. And do you like spending $20 a month on brand name razors? 19 go to Roger Federer. I'm good at tennis.
And do you think your razor needs a vibrating handle, a flashlight, a back scratcher, and 10 blades? Your handsome-ass grandfather had 1 blade and polio. Looking good, pop-up! Stop paying for shave tech you don't need. And stop forgetting to buy your blades every month. Alejandro and I are going to ship them right to you. We're not just selling razors, we're also making new jobs. Alejandra, what were you doing last month?
Not working.
What are you doing now?
Working.
I'm no Vanderbilt, but this train makes hay. So stop forgetting to buy your blades every month and start deciding where you're going to stack all those dollar bills I'm saving you. We are DollarShaveClub.com, and the party is on.
I've been so inspired by being in New York because everything from what people are wearing on the street to the way they're interacting with each other, to drive through the West Village at night and you see a couple kissing on the street, or you see someone fighting outside their apartment, or you see so much humanity on a daily basis that even if you're not inspired by your own life that day, you can be inspired by someone else's life.
You got that long hair slicked back, white t-shirt, and I got that good girl face and a tight little skirt, and we go crashing down. We come back every time 'cause we never go out, we never style, we never go out of style. Take me out. There's only one place to get more Taylor. We're New York's best talk radio, HTLA Radio 1.
He was always nice to me.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, you just can't get any more polite than Morgan Freeman. There you go.
Yes. Newsflash, you stupid cock. Tie yourself down to whatever chair you're sitting in, because this is going to be a rough fucking ride.
Yes, it is. Well, it's good. It's good. I'm just, it's all kinds of good. Louis, talk about something else.
Did you read the goddamn script? I sent it to you.
I don't know. No, Louis, no.
Which woman are you married to or living with now? The same one? The mother of the daughter? Or was it a boy?
I told you I'm a transgender Q. Yes. See, they got that new thing now, that LGBTQ.
Yes.
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 Yeah. What is that? Lesbian, bi, gay, transsexual.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
What's the Q? Question mark? Wait. All right, it's not queer because we already did gay.
Yes.
We got the G in there, so LGBTQ. Oh, man. You know what? I don't even want to know.
Punch yourself in the face right now.
Yeah, okay. It's probably going to do me some good. Welcome back to the show. Coffee and Cigarettes, your Wednesday grinder on HTLA Radio 1, New York's best talk. This is Wednesday, the 13th of May, 2015. Still 70 degrees Central Park right now in the city, 3:27 p.m. Bet you feel better for knowing that. Yes.
I do not give a flying fuck.
No, okay. Well, no, he doesn't. That's just, he's in Tennessee. Why would he?
Yes.
Why would he care about New
Yes.
York? He just doesn't care.
No.
No, you do?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, moving on, in the story here, we've got some breaking news, of course. The NTSB has now confirmed that the Amtrak train's speed exceeded 100 miles an hour prior to derailment, adding the likelihood of black human error. Yeah.
It's not fucking funny.
Yes.
Well, Senator Tom Carper of Delaware got off Amtrak train number 188 in Wilmington shortly before the train derailed Tuesday in Philadelphia. Senator Robert Menendez of New Jersey was worried his son might have been on board. The derailment, which killed at least 7 passengers so far, had a personal impact on northern lawmakers who used the train. Senator Cory Booker, for example, the top-ranking Democrat on the Surface Transportation Subcommittee, pledged Wednesday to take any action necessary to improve safety as the Senate Commerce, Science, and Transportation Committee finalizes passenger reauthorization rail legislation. And you can take this to the bank, gang, because they used the damn train. Yeah. Ain't no Senate to be going down in the rail war.
Yes.
You watch, they'll have like $40 billion to spend on it now. Well, a derailment which killed... Yes, I know, we did that already. What
yes.
Like countless New Jerseyans, I travel along the Northeast Corridor frequently, and this incident hits particularly close to home, Booker said in a statement. Cory Booker is, of course, black.
It's not fucking funny.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the House Appropriations Committee voted Wednesday to retain the proposed $251 million cut in Amtrak's fiscal, yeah. Their fiscal 2016 budget. Rep. Ryan Costello, a Republican from PA, told CNN that the bill should be amended on the House floor to remove that cut. We're going to start losing senators all over the place. Yes, if we're not investing in our safety in the Northeast Corridor, we're not doing what we should be doing here, Costello said. We need the confidence that it's going to be safe so that we can enjoy those 6-figure pensions you all pay us. And of course, investigators continued to examine the cause of the derailment today as first responders searched for more victims. The regional train traveling from Washington to New York City left the track shortly after 9 p.m. last night. Vice President Biden said today that Amtrak is like his second family. Yes, apparently after 36 years of daily train trips between Wilmington and Washington, well, he represented Delaware in the Senate. See, I told you Obama was on the plane. Yes, all hail President Biden. Yes.
Tie yourself down to whatever chair you're sitting in.
Or train.
Because this is going to be a rough fucking ride.
Well, I've come to know the conductors, engineers, and other regulars, men and women riding home to kiss their kids goodnight. Oh, they're all heroes again, aren't they? Yes. You mean more like riding home still with a buzz on from the 16 drinks after work.
Yes.
Really not wanting to go home because they hate their wife and kids. Are those the passengers you're talking about?
Yes.
Those are the ones I know. Those are the ones I see every single day.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I keep telling you, yes.
And now I have to bring up that piece of trivia that everyone feels like they're telling people that they don't know.
Oh. Okay, this will be good. All right, go ahead.
Now, see, here's something really odd, because, I mean, and it's like now, I don't know that people would know what liquid paper is.
All right. I don't know. I think you should punch yourself in the face right now. Or at least give us another Cary Grant canter, you know.
Hey, Joe, hey.
Well, I do have to say, before we move on with the rest of the stories here,
yes.
I was threatened with legal action from Morgan's team.
Yes.
They got on the old horn there and shoved a big rock up my ass.
Yes.
We do have to do Morgan's story before we continue on with anything else here. And the only reason I continued on with the story that we were working on here, the Amtrak story where the president has been killed, is of course, because, the president has been killed.
Yes.
So, without further ado, I have to let Morgan do his story.
Oh, fuck yourself.
Yeah. It better not be that goddamn Franklin thing again.
Yes.
It's not fucking funny.
All right, so without further ado, Morgan, take it away.
Franklin's Shitty Vacation.
Yeah.
Once upon a time in Los Santos, there was a bus driver named Franklin.
Hey, get in, we're running late.
Yeah.
One day, old Franklin got bored, so he second-degree manslaughtered the shit out of a cyclist on the sidewalk.
That's what the blacks do.
Franklin's boss was very upset and said he'd better take a vacation, so his accident had time to blow over. Well, Franklin wasted no time. He immediately went and got his knob polished by a common street whore. His vacation was starting off pretty good until he accidentally murdered the whore. Luckily, Franklin managed to elude the pigs by driving off a cliff. After washing up on shore, Franklin borrowed a giant mining truck from a nice man and headed into town.
You getting robbed, chief.
It took a couple of hours, but finally, Franklin made it to his destination, a strip club. He took a liking to a blonde named Juliet.
Tell me I'm your favorite girl, baby.
But when he tried to get fresh with her,
No touching, that's the
he
rule.
got kicked out of the club. He promptly hurled his body into the bouncer, and another police chase ensued with similar results. Later, he found a rusted old tractor and drove right back to the strip club to see Juliet, but got thrown out again. And after body checking, punching, and killing countless people, Franklin decided he should take a vacation somewhere very far away. So he went to the airport. Unfortunately, he was so excited to get out of town that he tripped over some people. The police were notified, and Franklin had to kill a whole herd of piggies with a hotel shuttle. Franklin's vacation had been more disappointing than the New Kids on the Block reunion. So Franklin decided to do something a little more relaxing. Golf. Franklin was extremely shitty at golf, but at least he was stress-free. That is, until he rode a golf cart off an incomplete bridge and into the icy cold water below. This was the last straw. Franklin went into a violent rage and began attacking everyone he could find. Then, determined to finish his round of golf, he walked up to a new golf cart which was apparently booby-trapped. It electrocuted his foot, and he died instantly. Wait a minute, what the fuck was that? I was at full health, and I lost it all because my foot touched the golf cart? Fuck that noise. Morgan Freeman ain't getting played by no game.
Oh, thank you, Morgan.
Yes.
It's wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah. I really think, upon reflecting on your Franklin story there.
Yes.
I really think Franklin needs to do about 30 to life in Shawshank.
Got on the elevator in L.A. one day, and the lady said, "Oh, I just saw you in the Hudsucker reduction."
Well, thank you. That was great. I'm just so joyously happy that you've told your story now. And,
So that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries.
Good. So you're not going to sue me?
No.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, he is. See? Well, moving on with the story that we just left about the president being killed. Well, this is a grim reminder that it's important for us to invest in our transportation modes in this country. Yes, in the roads, the highways, bridges, transit, but also inner-city passenger rail that senators use. It's not only to make sure that we can move people and goods in a timely and safe way, but especially in a safe way, Senator Carper said. Well, Menendez said that he was horrified by what happened and called for a full investigation. This hits especially close to home, Menendez said in a statement. There was a period of time last night when I didn't know the whereabouts of my son, who was scheduled to be on an Amtrak back to New Jersey. Later found out he was on the next train and safe. Unfortunately, many New Jersey families this morning aren't as fortunate as they search for loved ones and answers. Representative Bonnie Watson-Coleman, Democrat for New Jersey, said thousands of people and many businesses in her district use Amtrak along the affected route, which she also frequently takes to Washington. Yes, we know. You all... we got that. God, you're so damn concerned about your own bloody safety. Well, while we don't yet know what caused the train to derail, yeah, I do. Black engineer, 100 miles an hour. But, hello?
It's not fucking funny.
Yes.
Well, catastrophes like this one are a stark reminder of our reliance on aging and often entirely outdated infrastructure, she said in a statement. Well, I blame the government. Yeah.
Power tends to corrupt.
Yeah.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
You bet.
Yes.
Sure does.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
No, it does.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I pray for the speedy recoveries of those injured, and as we consider next steps, I hope that Congress will heed the inherent warning of this tragedy. It's well past time to invest in and renew our nation's infrastructure. Please, oh God, yes, hurry. Yes. Well, moving on today, we got some fun stories now.
Yes.
Yeah. No, we do.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And of course, the first fun story today on the show is, of course, a story about a man who sneezes out a toy that was wedged in his nose over 44 years. Yes, when Steve Easton was about 7 years old, his parents noticed that the suction cup was missing from one of his toy darts, and they were worried that he had inhaled or swallowed it. So they took him to the hospital, but doctors couldn't find anything. Yet for decades, he suffered from sniffles and headaches. He thought they were the result of allergies. Well, now more than 4 decades later, it turns out his childhood doctors were wrong. Yes, and what must have been a powerful sneeze accompanied by what he calls a very uncomfortable sensation. That's what prisoners in jail refer to about rape, isn't it? It's a very uncomfortable sensation, motherfucker.
Yes.
Well, he said, I started a sneezing fit and it came out in my left nostril. The British man says, I thought, what's this? Where the hell did this come from? He pulled out the rubber sucker. Easton called his mom, who told him about the hospital visit, which he had apparently forgotten. Doctors at the time said perhaps she was mistaken about her son inhaling a suction cup. She notes, I knew it wasn't a mistake, and it always worried me. And now it's suddenly shot out. We were all shocked. Easton's current doctor doesn't think the dart caused any problems. It did, however, become a good conversation piece. Yes, apparently Mr. Easton there toted it around a while before he finally threw it away.
Yes.
This guy reminds me of Franklin.
It's not fucking funny.
Well, as for his nose, it doesn't feel any different now, he notes, in a more disturbing nasal voice. Yes, the disturbing nasal voice.
Yes.
Yes.
My film, Unrepented, did very well in Europe.
Yeah, nobody cares, Louis. No.
You know, I'm the most talented guy in this room.
Yeah, see, nobody's saying anything. Yeah. Well, we're going to go for our second commercial break, but don't you fear, when we come back, we got more all kinds of good awesomeness. We got... Don't laugh yet, Gilbert.
Yes.
You haven't even heard the damn story.
Yes.
Or let alone the headline. The headline, of course, is Man Pleads Guilty to Giving a Deadly Wedgie. Yes, could it be an act of terror? Well, we'll find out in 2.
You've got it locked to New York's best talk, HTLA Radio 1.
Hi, I'm Mike, founder of DollarShaveClub.com. What is DollarShaveClub.com? Well, for $1 a month, we send high-quality razors right to your door. Yeah, $1. Are the blades any good? No. Our blades are f***ing great. Each razor has stainless steel blades, an aloe vera lubricating strip, and a pivot head. It's so gentle a toddler could use it. And do you like spending $20 a month on brand name razors? 19 go to Roger Federer. I'm good at tennis.
And do you think your razor needs a vibrating handle, a flashlight, a back scratcher, and 10 blades? Your handsome-ass grandfather had 1 blade and polio. Looking good, Pop-Up! Stop paying for shave tech you don't need. And stop forgetting to buy your blades every month. Alejandro and I are going to ship them right to you. We're not just selling razors, we're also making new jobs. Alejandro, what were you doing last month?
Not working.
What are you doing now?
Working.
I'm no Vanderbilt, but this train makes hay. So stop forgetting to buy your blades every month and start deciding where you're going to stack all those dollar bills I'm saving you. We are DollarShaveClub.com, and the party is on.
It could be 7 in the morning.
Or 10 at night.
In Chilliwack, BC.
Or St. Peters, Nova Scotia.
It could be Michelle.
Or Murph.
Or Jen.
But whenever, wherever you order that cup of Tim Hortons Premium Blend Coffee,
You know that it's always fresh.
From Newfoundland and Labrador to Vancouver Island, Tim Hortons, a coffee all our own.
When we arrived at our hotel in New York, the porter was so incredibly careless with our bags. And the room they gave us, it was beautiful. A broom closet. But the worst part was the shower. My wife drying herself with the
Egyptian cotton towels.
Shower curtain defined that whole vacation for her. Don't just visit New York.
Visit TripAdvisor New York.
With millions of reviews, a visit to TripAdvisor makes any destination better.
Some said the U.S. has lost its innovative power. We said America is lighting the way as the innovation nation. Singular insights, superior execution. That's the power of global connections. Bank of America Merrill Lynch. Voted top global research firm 2011, 12, and 13.
I've been so inspired by being in New York because everything from what people are wearing on the street to the way they're interacting with each other, to drive through the West Village at night and you see a couple kissing on the street, or you see someone fighting outside their apartment, or you see so much humanity on a daily basis that even if you're not inspired by your own life that day, you can be inspired by someone else's life.
You got that long hair slicked back, white t-shirt, and I got that good girl face and a tight little skirt. And when we go crashing down, we come back every time, 'cause we never go out, we never style, we never go out of style. Take me out.
There's only one place to get more Taylor.
We're New York's best talk radio, HTLA Radio 1.
Doesn't that count for something? Do you?
Oh,
It's not fucking funny.
Yes, it is. Morgan, I don't... Yeah, okay. Gilbert, wow, calm the hell down.
Yes.
Jesus. It's like, I don't know, is there like some sort of a parrot leash I can get for you?
They get crazy because all of a sudden nobody loves them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what it is. Well, hey, welcome back to the big show today. Your Coffee and Cigarettes Wednesday grinder for the 13th of May, 2015, where it is still 70 degrees in New York's Central Park right now. The sun is shining. It's looking good. 3:48 in the p.m. Glad you're happy to know that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember we hung out afterwards and had a wild time.
Are you still talking about the elevator? Huh?
Now, I remember sitting next to you on a plane.
Yeah, we did that already. Yeah.
Can you give me any help for $25,000?
Yeah. What is this $25,000 thing, Louis? Why do you want money? What?
I need to try to raise $25,000 to enter the Academy Awards.
What?
And I think it's a fantastic risk because we have a tremendous chance. There's about 200 members that vote on it, and you have to give them a DVD now.
Oh, okay. So 200 members, DVD. So where are you buying DVDs for $125 each?
You know how to spell my last name on the check, right? It's Louis Lawless.
Right. Not happening.
It's about fucking time. Move on.
Okay. Yes, there you go. We're hustling up for Louis' latest film there.
Yes.
You didn't even tell us what the damn title is.
I think it should be short and sweet.
That's what you're calling it? Short and sweet?
Sex is only the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, I didn't know you were doing porn these days.
You being Catholic, you realize that you can have birth control. You realize that?
You know, you keep reminding me of this, and just because I have 7 kids, what's that got to do with anything? Come on, man. Chill out. Jeez. Moving on now, of course, we're going to tell you about the underpants terror. Yes, this is a good one, Morgan. You might want to listen up.
Yes.
All right, good. You ready?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Good, okay.
No.
No, we're going to go right now. Yeah.
Yes.
All right? Well, man pleads guilty to having, or giving. Yes, having. He's definitely probably having a deadly wedgie in prison now.
Yes.
Man pleads guilty, of course, to giving a deadly wedgie. It is likely the first fatal atomic wedgie on record, but prosecutors won't have to try and reconstruct it in the courtroom, thank God. An Oklahoma man has pleaded guilty to first-degree manslaughter in the death of his stepfather, who was found dead with his underwear pulled over his head. With the elastic band cutting off his air. Yes, this comes, of course, from the Shawnee News Star. Yes. Well, Brad Davis, 34, had initially been charged with first-degree murder, but the former Marine pleaded guilty to the lesser charge before trial could begin on Monday, saying he had killed 58-year-old Denver Lee St. Clair in the heat of passion while defending myself in a fight that got out of hand and went too far. Well, police say both men had been drinking on the night of December 21st, 2013. Really? You don't say.
Yes.
As a fight ensued after St. Clair allegedly spoke ill of his estranged wife, Davis's mother, KFOR reports. In a hearing early in the case, investigators testified that Davis knocked out his stepfather before he instituted the killer wedgie maneuver. And here's the killer. He took photos before and after.
they get f***ing crazy because all of a sudden nobody loves them.
Or loves them too much.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, took photos before and after. Davis's lawyer says his client never intended to kill St. Clair and had described the wedgie as a horrible thing even before he knew it had been fatal. Well, the lawyer says Davis was just tired of taking it. He had been bullied all his life by this guy. Oh, that'll be the defense. Yeah. Big, strong Marine getting bullied. Yeah. Well, Davis, who is being held without bond, will be sentenced in July and could get anywhere between 4 and 35 years in Shawshank.
It's not fucking funny.
Yes.
And I don't give a fuck if you SOR me. I will fucking assault you. It don't matter to me. Punch yourself in the face right now.
I
so
know.
That I don't have to fucking do it myself.
Yeah, I know. You really, Morgan, you really don't find that funny?
It's not fucking funny.
Okay. Yeah. Do you feel better now?
Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
All right.
No.
No, you do. Can I go on now?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right, well, moving on in the big stories today around the coffee shop here, there's, of course, the one about the hearse with a flag-draped coffin, which was just left in a parking lot. And not just any old parking lot. No. It was a real emergency. It was the parking lot of a donut shop. Well, in Newport Richey, Florida, 2 Florida hearse drivers have been fired after they stopped at a donut shop with a flag-draped coffin in the vehicle, visible on the way to a funeral. And an outraged man sent a video to a local veterans group. Multiple news outlets report Rob Carpenter spotted the hearse in the parking lot of a Newport Richey Dunkin' Donuts on Tuesday. And, well, it had its curtains open, and there was the coffin. So, in the coffin was the body of 84-year-old Lieutenant Colonel Jesse Coleman, a decorated soldier who served in Korea and Vietnam. The hearse was transporting him from Veterans Funeral Care to his funeral. Carpenter confronted the driver and sent images to Veterans Warriors. The group posted the images to Facebook. Funeral home director Jim Rudolph says he fired the men immediately and without delay. Don't protest me. Don't. Just relax. The lieutenant colonel was not black.
It's not fucking funny.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, moving on, we got some terrorism news, of course, today. And what would this show be without terrorism news? We've already had the Obama news.
Yes.
We've got to have the terrorism news. Yeah. No, we do. Yes, in Pakistan, a gunman killed 45 in an attack on a Shiite minority. Police in Pakistan said today that gunmen killed 45 people in an attack on the country's Shiite minority. The attack took place on a bus in Pakistan's southern port city of Karachi. The bus, of course, had a big label on it, Shiites inside. The gunman boarded the bus and opened fire on the passengers before fleeing the scene on motorcycles. Yes, these are the people who are the extremists, who are terrorists, local police chief Gulham Haider Jamal said of the assailants. These are the same people who have been doing terrorism before, he said. It wasn't immediately clear who carried out the attack, but pamphlets found nearby the site of the attack, of course, claimed the Islamic State affiliate on Twitter. Yeah. Yes, they called it revenge for the killing of their fellow fighters in Pakistan, Syria, Iraq, Yemen. The list went on. The Islamic State group in the so-called Khorasan province, yes, those lovely countertop makers. Yeah. The affiliate named in the pamphlets later posted the claim of responsibility on, of course, Twitter. Well, according to the Site Intelligence Group, a U.S. firm that monitors terror groups, at least a dozen people were wounded in the attack against Ismaili Shiite Muslims. a tiny minority of mostly Sunni Muslims in Pakistan. This attack represents a senseless act of violence against a peaceful community. Aga Khan, the spiritual leader, the spiritual leader and leader of the Shiite Islami Muslims, said in a statement, "My thoughts and prayers are with the victims and the families of those killed and wounded in the attack," he said. The Taliban and other Sunni Muslim extremist groups have targeted Pakistan's Shiite community in the past, and life in Pakistan is increasingly dangerous for religious minorities. Why, if that's the climate, if that's the climate of the country,
yes,
and you're one of these religious minorities,
yes,
why the hell wouldn't you say you're an atheist? Why would you get on a bus labeled religious minorities? Well, in March, 14 people were killed and dozens more injured when Pakistani Taliban suicide bombers exploded themselves near two churches in the eastern city of Lahore. And no, I didn't make that up. The city is actually named Lahore. And, of course, our final story today, speaking of Lahore.
Yes.
What Michelle Obama really said in her Tuskegee U graduation speech.
It's not fucking funny.
It is.
Newsflash, you stupid cocks.
Yeah.
Tie yourself down to whatever chair you're sitting in, because this is going to be a rough fucking ride.
Well, it might be, but you know what? It's the last story of the day, and I don't care.
Yes.
Double fucking news flash. I do not give a flying fuck.
Well, there you go. See? Yeah. You can just calm down, lawyers. Nothing to see here. Yeah. Well, I hope people who attended the Tuskegee University's commencement on Saturday got Michelle Obama's message. I hope they paid more attention to what she said than how some news media organizations, how some of those organizations portrayed the First Lady's speech to graduates of the historically black Alabama school. I don't want them to think People magazine got it right when it ran the headline, "Her dismay over being pictured as a fist-pumping Black Panther." Of course, on the cover of the New Yorker in 2008. It didn't, and neither did CNN, which put this headline on its report of that speech, quote, "Michelle Obama says she was held to a different standard in 2008 because of her race." Yeah. What she told Tuskegee's graduates was much more profound. Obama's message was about overcoming obstacles and freeing the black girls. It was also about the, quote, double-duty blacks. Yes, that have our country and our race. She talked of the obstacles overcome by members of the Tuskegee Airmen, black combat pilots who served with great distinction during World War II. They trained at Tuskegee and suffered the indignities of Jim Crow racism while fighting for America. Now these airmen could easily have let that experience clip their wings, Obama told her audience. But as you all know, instead of being defined by the discrimination and the doubts of those around them, they became one of the most successful pursuit squadrons in our military. I wouldn't go that far. Well, she went on, inciting some of the bumps she encountered during her husband's White House campaign. Oh, I really feel sorry for her.
Yes.
Yes, Obama was trying to make the point that she, too, faced the challenges of that double duty. There were examples that connected her to the larger theme of her speech, not its focus. The idea of black double duty has deep roots. Good choice of words there. Yeah. In W.E.B. Du Bois' 1903 book, The Souls of Black Folk, he wrote about it this way, quote, "It is a peculiar sensation, the double consciousness, this sense of always looking at oneself through the eyes of others, of measuring one's soul by the tape of a world that looks in an amused contempt and pity. One never feels his too... Wait a minute. If you know that the world looks at you with contempt and pity, shouldn't you do some self-examination to figure out why?" Yes, sorry. Continuing here, of course. Yes. One ever feels his two-ness, an American, a Negro, two souls, two thoughts, two unreconciled stirrings, two warring ideals in one dark body. Well, this two-ness took on another manifestation during World War II when the Pittsburgh Courier, one of the nation's leading black newspapers at the time, launched a double V campaign. It called for victory over America's enemies abroad and victory against racism at home. Understandably, the First Lady used more contemporary examples of the hurdles she encountered during her husband's presidential campaigns to illustrate how many blacks continue to have to fight on two fronts to make a better life for themselves. We both felt the sting. Wow, why am I... Screw this. What? That's all the time we've got for today because Michelle sucks big ding-dong.
Punch yourself in the face right now.
Yes.
It's not fucking funny.
Well, yes, it is, Morgan, and I'm sticking to my story. Yeah. Want to thank the one, the only Louis Lawless for being here today. You didn't say too much, but thanks for coming here. It was great to have you.
It's just life, and I love doing it. I love doing these kind of stories anyway.
Good, thank you. Of course, Gilbert Gottfried, of course, always welcome here and always great time. Thank you.
Thank you for listening and support the show.
Right.
For the love of God.
Yeah. And, of course, the one, the only Morgan Freeman. I hope you weren't too offended.
Yes.
Oh, good. Thank you for being here again, sir.
Fine. Okay, no worries.
Yeah, famous last words before he calls the lawyers back. Yeah. No, you're going to do it.
No.
Yes, you will.
Yes.
Yes, he will.
Yes.
Yeah, see? Well, my thanks, of course, to Jay McCartney in the booth, pushing those buttons, making us go on that PreSonus. Thank you very much. Also, thank you to Tim Hortons, New York City. Always fresh. Tim Hortons, kind of just like me. Yeah. Thanks to Paulie B and the chat room crew at Spreaker.com. Thanks to iHeartRadio. Thanks to iTunes, Podcast One.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Stitcher, Spreaker, all the rest of them. All you listeners out there, get out there and have yourselves a good day. Tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, Crash Talk. I'm going to be ripping apart more black people.
It's not fucking funny.
Yeah.
And if you've got a special story that you'd like to share with any of us here, go F yourself. I don't want to hear it.
Yes.
Yeah. So moving on. Have yourselves a great day. See you tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, for the Thursday Double. Don't forget to miss that one. It's definitely worth missing. Have yourselves a great day. We'll catch you tomorrow.